Alrighty, well, today we learn about the possessive adjectives. Usually a possessive adjective will show ownership and in relationship to the people. So we are usually having all this. Those right here, yo, tú, él, ella, usted, ellos, ellas, and ustedes will be the pronouns. But if I want to show ownership using yo, and remember yo means I, and I want to say my, I'm going to say me. However, if the word in Spanish is plural, how do I know it's plural? Because it has an S. I'm not going to say me, I'm going to say mis. Here's an example. Mi libro. Notice that libro ends with O. That's singular, so that's why I keep it me. But if I put libros, and if libros ends with OS, or in this case S is plural, so I'm going to say mis libros, my books. For tú, you're never going to use the pronoun tú. You will use the possessive. In this case, if you want to say your book, you're going to say tú. However, the difference between this one and this one, which is the pronoun, is that tú has an accent mark and this possessive doesn't. So let's use the same one. Libro means book. So I'm going to say tu libro, your book. If it is plural, that means the word in Spanish ends with S, libros, books. And if I'm going to say your books, then I will say tus libros. For the case of the él, the ella, and usted, these three will have the same possessive pronoun. If it is singular, you're going to say su for his, you're going to say su for her, and you're going to say su for your. If it is plural, you're going to say sus, you're going to say sus, and you're going to say sus. Here's the example. I'm going to say mochila. Mochila means a backpack. So I will say, if it is his backpack, I'm going to say su mochila. Why? Because it doesn't have an S. But if I use mochilas, I'm going to say his backpacks. I'm going to say sus mochilas. Notice that it has to match with this. This right here, boys and girls, is the pronoun. Sorry, the noun. This right in here will then be the possessive adjective. The same thing I go with ella will be su and sus. For usted will be su and sus. Notice we got your and your. For ellos, ellas, and ustedes, we're going to use exactly the same one, su. So I'm going to say their backpack, example. Oh, let's use a different example. Their phone. So teléfono. I will say their phone, su teléfono. But if teléfono will be teléfonos, teléfonos, ending with S, I am going to say, if I want to say their telephones, I will say sus teléfonos. Same thing goes for ellas, su, and sus, and for your, which is ustedes. But what happened when we have nosotros and nosotras? This will be we. If it is nosotros, we're going to use masculine things being owned, singular, then we will say nuestro. Why? Because, as an example, I'm going to use carro, and if I want to say our car, I am going to say nuestro. Why? Because carro ends with an O. If it is plural, I'm going to say nuestros. And here's the example of carros. Make it an S to make it plural. So I'm going to say nuestros carros. It matches in, it has to match. Then if it is feminine, singular, you're going to say nuestra. But if it is feminine, plural, you're going to say nuestras. And I'm going to give you an example right here. If I say those right here are examples that you have to fill in. Cama. I'm going to say our bed. So I'm going to say, oh, it's feminine. So I'm going to say nuestra. Right? But if it is plural, then instead of nuestra, it has to match. So it will say nuestras. And the other page that we work on today, then we have the possessive verb vosotros and vosotras. Vosotros, once again, means you all. You, I'm sorry. So I will say masculine singular will be vuestro. Masculine plural will be vuestros. Feminine singular will be vuestro. And feminine plural will be vuestras. Here's an example to demonstrate. If I want to say your computer. Computer en español will be computadora. So if I want to say your computer, it's feminine, so I'm going to say vuestra. Okay? If it is plural, it will be computadoras, right? So I will say vuestras computadoras. But this is in the case that the word in Spanish is feminine. What happens if the word in Spanish is masculine? Well, cuaderno, which means notebook, is masculine, ends with O. So I will use vuestro cuaderno. But if I want to say, this is our notebook. But if I want to say our notebooks, I will say cuadernos, ending with an S. So I'm going to say vuestros cuadernos.